I've been running ads for 10 years, and one of the biggest debates I've seen over and over again is this: should you use single interest targeting or should you stack multiple interests when running ads? Now, marketers argue about it all the time. Some say a single interest keeps your audience laser focused, while others say that multiple interests widen the net and give you more chances of finding buyers. Today, I'm going to put this to test live. We'll be running ads for Meal at Terry, a prepackaged food business, and Fit for Feet, a bespoke footwear brand. Now, the first campaign for Meal at Terry is going to use just one interest, prepackaged meals, while the second campaign for Fit for Feet will stack 10 interests like fashion lovers, footwear fanatics, and much more. We'll let this campaign run and check back in 48 hours. Which do you think will win? Single interest or stack? Drop your guess in the comments. All right, so I'm going to be taking you through how I'm going to be setting up these campaigns for these two different brands. We'll start with Meal by Terry. Okay, so I'm on their ads manager, as you can see already. So I'm going to just click on the create. Now, I'm going to be using an engagement ad, right? Now, of course, this is going to be a direct sales ad, so I'm going to be using engagement for both. The same campaign, nothing different. So engagement, I'm going to click continue. Then I'll use a manual engagement campaign and then hit continue right here. Now, I'm going to be very fast with this because, so I'm going to call this, let me just name it Bizlet Experiment, right? Okay, so I'm going to be using just one, I'm going to be using just, I'm not using the Advantage campaign budget here, so I'm going to just go next, right? So right here, I'm going to be using, okay, come down. The message destination is going to be their Instagram page. So I'm going to be using Meal at Terry's Instagram page as the destination where they will send message to. Okay, and maximize number of conversation. Yes, I'm going to be using 10,000 Naira daily, right? I'm going to be using 10,000 Naira daily right here. Then I'm going to be doing this for 7 days. Okay, we will do this for 7 days. So I'm going to just put 7 days. That will be 26th. Okay, but I mean, I can still leave out the set and end date since I already know it's 7 days. So now I'm going to be focusing on location. Now we're going to look at Meal at, we're going to look for Meal at Terry and look at where they are currently located. Meal at Terry is located in Abuja. So we're going to focus in Abuja. So that this is niche based for them, we're going to focus in Abuja. So I'm going to change this to Abuja, right? So we've done that already. Now, this is where the work is, right? Now, we've put Abuja here. Age, we're going to do 23 to, we're going to do 23 to 50, so that's pretty much wide. Gender, of course, both men and women. Now, when it says Advantage detail targeting, I'm going to just use one interest, pre-packaged meal. That's the only interest I'm going to use. Just one interest, pre-packaged meals. So I've done that, and then I'm going to come to the placement. Now, because of the kind of ad we're doing, I most likely will use a placement of just Instagram alone, okay? So Instagram alone has been set. You can see our estimated daily results, 0 to 6 conversions. Let's leave it, let's see. So next, final thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to choose a post that is already on their page. We're just trying to promote one of their meals. So I'll most likely use their most recent post, okay? I'm going to just continue now. Yeah, don't worry, let's just automatically use any sound. Doesn't matter. Let me see if they have another post that I can use. Let's just try and see if there's another post we can use. Let me just look for, let's look for it on Instagram. Let me see if there's another post we can use. Okay. Okay. Let's say this. Okay, let's say this one. Right? This one. Okay. So let's see how it looks like. So let's wait for the video to upload. We'll see how it looks like quickly. Okay. so that people do not say that I did something in between. So that's why I'm walking us through how I'm setting it up so that we can both see how I'm setting it up. And you will not say, oh, there's nothing hidden or there's something hidden. You're seeing exactly how I'm setting it up, okay? So let's see finally. Let's wait for it. Now, the call to action is going to be send Instagram message. That's right. We're not using any of these message templates, don't worry. So let's just wait for it. Let's turn on off the ad preview. Okay, so you can see, looking good, right? People should be able to buy this thing just by seeing it, right? So now let's publish this one. I'm going to publish this ad. I'm going to publish that ad. Can you see it's publishing already? So publish that ad, then we'll fund the account as well to start running. Okay, so we've published this ad. Then finally, we're going to fund the account, but I can do that later. Now, the second thing, now let's go to the other person's ad. The second person that we are working with is Fit for Feet. Fit for Feet. It's the second person that we're working with. Now, for Fit for Feet, they are based in Lagos. So let's go to the ads manager and then let's set up Fit for Feet ad as well. I hope you're following me. This is an experiment and you're going to be shocked at the result. And we're going to look at it together. I'm also going to be shocked anyway because I'm also going to be seeing it live just like you. Now I'm going to click on the create. Same campaign type, engagement. We're using same budget, right? Engagement, manual engagement, nothing different. I'm going to call it same name, the way I called it, BizLift Experiment. Right. Shout out to Fit for Feet and Meal by Terry for allowing us to use their account for this experiment. Okay, so let's now for this, we're also doing message destination. I'm going to turn off every other platform and use just only Instagram, right? And then I'm going to use 10,000 naira daily budget as well. So let's do that quickly. 10,000 naira daily budget. Yeah. You can see it's even saying you may not get any conversation with this budget. Let's see how that goes. Okay. So I'm going to come to the audience, change this to Lagos. So let's change to Lagos. Lagos State, city. We like to use city. Okay. Then I'm going to come to the age. Right here, I'm going to use, let's go for 25 to, let's say 50. There. Gender, both male and female. I think they sell unisex, so yeah, both male and female. Then interest here, unlike Meal by Terry, we're using multiple interests. So I'm going to start with shopping, and I'm going to add things like slippers. Let's add that, or sleeper, like it's called. Okay, so now let's look for similar. They don't sell shoes, but we can use footwear. We can add slip-on shoe, right? Flip-flops, yes. Then let's scroll down. Let's see what can we add again. Let's add, boutiques. Let's add luxury goods. Let's add expensive taste. Let's just, make it about 10, right? That's what we said we're going to do. Expensive taste. So let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8. We need 2 more. Let's add 2 more. 2 more. That would be fashion. Let's see. Fashion accessories. Let's add that. And then finally, let's see if we can add. Maybe high net worth individuals. Let's just add that. Okay, so that makes it 10. So let's go. Let's move on. Placement, we're going to use a manual placement, right? And then I'm going to turn off Facebook as well, just as I did for the other one. Then we go to the next part of the ad, right? And then we're going to select a post. Now I'm going to select a post from their Instagram. I'm going to look for a video that is good. They have a lot of photos, but we're going to look for a video. I want to use a video instead so that we don't say, oh, it's because you used this, that's why it did not work. So I'm going to use a video. I'm looking for a video where, now they have a lot of their videos that have this audios on it. So bear with me, we might have to like do a lot of work to find the video, the perfect video that will work. So let's look for, can we filter by reels? Let's try. Let's filter by reels, let's see. Okay, so this is one. There's one, let me try and look for another one. I love this Birkin, but it has music that has been added to it. So let's see, we'll just hope that that works. Okay, it works. So I love this Birkin. So same thing, let's look at how it looks like. Can you see? So this is Birkin, handmade Birkin. So I like how it looks. So this is it. So I'm going to publish this as well. So I'm going to publish that ad as well. So let's see. You can see it's publishing. Okay. So all published. You can see. So now both ads are published for Nil by Terry and also Fit for Feet. So we're going to be looking at exactly what is going to happen after 48 hours. I'm going to give this ad 48 hours to run. Then we'll come back and see exactly which one is starting to, give some level of result. And trust me, so that you don't think that, oh, we're just looking at the ads manager. I'm going to go on a live Zoom call, video call with these clients, and I'm going to be asking them exactly how the ad has turned out in the last 48 hours. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. First, I want to just ask about the ads, so that people that are watching my YouTube video would know that, yes, I didn't cook this up. Yes. And, so I want to first of all hear, before we look at the ads itself, I want to first of all hear what your experience during the period we did the ad.
Okay, first of all, I'm going to say thank you so much for giving me the opportunity and for also using my account. Secondly, I'm going to say I'm so impressed. Like, I wasn't expecting it, to be very honest. I don't run ads through Facebook. I run ads through Instagram. Okay. So I can see the difference. I can tell. I don't even know if I should say I swear or not, but then the one you boosted, the particular one you boosted, I barely make sales on that one. It's like my most expensive product on my page.
Wow.
I don't know if I should brag that I made over. Should I stop there? Should I say the amount?
Let's hear.
I should say it. Yes. Okay, I made over 700K on that particular product from the ads you ran for me. Mm-hmm. And because that very day I was at work and I just started getting notifications from my phone. Can I get info on this product? Can I get info on this product? And then I decided to check the product. It was not the back in stock. And I'm like, really? And then on Instagram, every time I try to post that particular product, I barely make sales, but I make more sales on my slippers, not on the back and stuff. But from the Facebook ads that were directly coming to my Instagram, I made a lot and I'm super impressed. And I really want to tell you thank you for the opportunity, to be honest.
Great.
And I owe you one.
That's great.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's take a look at the ads that I did for Fit for Feet. That's the first person that you just watched the video of her review. Now let's look at the ad. I'm sure you can see my screen. The particular ad we did for her is what I have here, Bizit Experiment. I'm just going to go into the charts to show you what the numbers look like. Because again, I don't want it to seem like, what did you do? How did you do it? Let's see the results. So I'm going to look at, change this from this month. I'm going to just extend it to August 1 to 18th, just to give you a complete view. Now, this is the number of messages we were able to generate, 131. We're spending 963 naira per message. 126,000 naira was spent in total. Now, to put this in perspective, I actually paid for this. The client did not pay a dime. Okay, so I paid for this particular ad so that you can understand what we're trying to do with this ad. Now, the ad actually attracted more men than women, right? But again, if I go to the ad set, right? If I go into the ad set, what you would see is, let's just go into the ad itself, just so you look at the video that we used and see everything that she was mentioning. Now, here is the number of views we're able to generate. 37,100 views on that particular, and this ad was pretty much about 7 days, 10 days thereabout. Now, this is the most interesting part, right? Let's come down to, now, look at the messages that she was getting. How much this exact one, payment on delivery, do you have size 46? So you can see here that this is a proof that what the client was actually saying in that video you watched is true. So this is exactly what our ad looked like. And of course, I showed you the setup of that ad at the beginning, so you can see how I set it up and how the ad has actually gone. Now, I'm going to take a look at the second client, which is Meal at Terry, and you're going to see exactly what she has to say about our own ad that we just did.
Okay, for the first 2 days, it was a bit slow.
Okay.
Then it started picking up after like 3 days. The first day we got one order. The second day it picked up.
Mm-hmm.
The first day we didn't get any order, if I'm incorrect. The first day we didn't get any order. The second day we got one.
Okay.
Then after that, it just started picking up. The first 42 hours, it started picking up. And then after that, it's been amazing. To be honest, sales has been very, very good. At first, I doubted it, but later on, it started picking up. We've had our revenue for the past 3 weeks has been like 800K.
Wow.
So people are buying, people are checking out the page, people and these buyers do not ask too much questions, they just go straight to buying. They don't really ask for information, they just, I want to buy this, I want to buy that, and they are paying, and they are high profile customers, most of them, high profile customers, yes.
All right, so let's take a look at the ad we did for Meal at Terry. Let's see exactly how that also played out. Now, of course, you've heard what she had to say, but you don't want to believe what anybody says online. So let's look at it for real. Now, I'm sure you can see the ad. You can see Visit Experiment, and let me just go back so that you can see that it is Terry ad account. Can you see the ad account? You can see everything there. So, so let's go back into the charts. Now, this ad is still currently active because she got good results from it. So why would she stop it? So it's still currently active. But now, what you want to look at is the messaging conversations that have started is about 209, 1,395. Now, compared to the other ad, which was about 903 thereabouts, you can see that, yes, this is slightly expensive, but it's still, I mean, and that's due to the fact that the product they sell would have different value point, will have different price points. So you don't expect that the cost per acquisition or the cost per messaging would be the same for both products. So that being said, let's look at what the age distribution, more men than women again, right here. Of course, Meal at Terry sells, sells food. So you understand what she does. She sells food. Now, there's something we did here. Now, if you remember the whole idea of this this experiment is to compare how when you stack up interest, right? Compare that to when you use just one interest. That's the whole idea of this experiment. Now, the ad that we used just one interest for was Meal at Terry. Just one interest was used, which is prepackaged meal, if you remember during the setup. Whereas for the other brand, which is Fit for Fit, we used about 10 interest. So we want to, at the end of this, compare how the results have been, right? Now, with what we have here, she had 209 messages, and you can see here. Now, let's go to the video itself that we used so that you can see the video we used here. Now, this had 58,000. Now, of course, this campaign is still ongoing compared to the other one, which must have stopped already. Now, this had 58,000 views. But what you will notice here is that she's also got a lot of comments on, how much and all that. She also got a lot of comments on that. And this is the particular video that we used. Now, you would now look at, now that you've seen the result and what everything looks like, for me, this is my conclusion, that either of the two actually did give results. So what I'm trying to prove to you right now is that when you use one interest, you are going to get results. So 30 interest does not mean that it's going to increase your result. That's the point here. Stacking up a lot of interest doesn't mean that it further improves your result. Because what we have just done here is that we have just used one interest. And if you listen to the review by Mila Terry, what she said was that she had quality people that messaged, people that were high caliber. And we used just one interest. Now, let me go into the ad. I'm going to edit the ad just to show you the interest that we used once again, so that you can see this for yourself. And of course, we were spending 10,000 naira daily. Don't forget that. Now, let me show you the interest that we used for this ad so that you can see. Can you see the interest we used? We used one interest called prepackaged meal. Let me show you again. Can you see it here? Prepackaged meal. That is the only interest we used. And the client got results. So that's a proof to the point that if you like stack 30 interests together, it will still give you the same result as one interest. So why confuse the algorithm with 30 interests when you can stick to 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 interests at most? 10 interests is enough. I hope you've gotten my experiment, and I hope this video has impacted you. Remember to follow me for more videos like this, and hit subscribe, share this video, give this video a thumbs up, and let me know what other experiments you would love me to do in my coming videos. Also, if you'd like to work with us, you'd like to work with my agency, you'd like for us to run ads for you, you can send us a message. I'm going to be leaving our contact in the description. Send us a message and we can help you to set up your ad, manage your ad. We can do a lot of things for you. I'll see you guys in the next video.